The mortuary is deathly quiet as you walk further inside. You see an annoyed expression on the mortician as you wake them, informing them of the situation. Having received the keys to the mortuary, you enter the room where bodies are kept and find themselves in front of a gurney with a corpse that looks distinctly not dead. Well, well, well. Well, if it isn't my favorite Grim Reaper, what brings you to this lovely mortuary tonight? You wouldn't be looking for me, would you? Oh, you were? Well, lucky me. I always look forward to seeing you, so this is quite the treat. Oh, darling, you're breaking my heart. We've been doing this for centuries now. You can say that it's nice to see me too, you know. Oh, ouch. Now that's just mean. Come on, you know you missed me. Just a little bit, right? Nothing to say to that? Oh, but of course not. You're ever the professional, aren't you? All that old school Grim Reapers must not have any emotions type of stuff, you know. No. Then what's all this stoic poker face stuff about? I could have sworn one of the other Reapers mentioned something about how none of you are allowed to have feelings. Ah, I see. Not allowed to express emotion. Well, that seems rather sad. Who can you talk to then? Surely you must be able to talk to someone about your feelings. Other Reapers, perhaps? Oh, that's good. It's nice to know that you aren't hiding all your emotions to yourself. So, do you ever talk about me to the other Reapers, that is? Oh, you're just trying to change the subject. Oh, please, not every last part of our encounter has been pleasant. Surely we can spare a few moments just to talk, you know? It's been years since we last seen each other, after all. Oh, fine. Can we talk after we fill out the paperwork then? Perfect. Then let's get this boring stuff out of here. You have the paperwork, I trust. Good, good, good. You wouldn't happen to have a spare pen I could borrow, would you? Ah, wait, never mind. The mortician always keeps a few on their desk. Let me just grab one. Oh, looks like they bought new pens. Good pens, too, thank God. It's about damn time. They've been using the same brand for years now. Yes, I know. Beggars can't be choosers, but I can appreciate a nice pen. Alright, let's see here. Did you already sign your name on the... Oh, what am I saying? Of course you did. What's today's date, though? What? I was out for that long, really? Oh, then it's no wonder I feel so well rested. It was approximately 3 days ago, I think. Wait, no, 4. Wait, what day would that have been, actually? Let me write that down, huh? No, there's nothing wrong. I thought that question used to be on page 3. Have they updated this form since the last time I died? Ah, I see. Well, it's been a while since the last time the form was updated. What was it, 16 years ago? Which isn't a whole lot of time for us, but to the post-legal department, that must be a damn near a millennium. I swear, it feels like they update the terms and conditions of immortality every other week. But I'm getting off topic. What was the next question? Right. The time of death was... Sorry, I can't say exactly. I don't really know. If I were to guess, I'd say somewhere around 2, maybe 3-ish in the morning, after midnight, but before sunrise. Does that help at all? No, I didn't think it would. Now, how about we just say it was 250 or something like that. Oh, that works for me. Then where are we? Oh, this is new. Do I need to fill out this section on which time zone and reality I was in, or... Oh, perfect. I have no idea what the names are for the different realities beyond the abbreviations. Although... Well, never mind. Alright then, cause of death. Honestly, with everything going on, I have no idea what the actual cause of death was. It was either blood loss or drowning. Though, given that the drowning is a rather large lake, I can completely rule out hypothermia. I think it would be a combination of all of that. Could we just put that on there? Alright, let me write that in. Give me just a few minutes, if you'd please. Oh, it does seem like a strange way to die, doesn't it? Oh. Never mind. It was stupid. It was nothing. But, yeah, and this is me purposefully changing the subject. Here's the paperwork, all done and signed. So, now that that's all finished, how have you been lately? Anything new in your life? By which I mean anything new in your permanent state of undeath as your Reaper self. Oh, now I thought we were done with all that work stuff. So why are you still asking me questions about my last death, especially after I so blatantly said that I wasn't changing the subject? Well, I don't want to talk about my death anymore. It was far from a fun experience. It's hardly an enjoyable topic. I'd rather move on. The listener pushes on, wanting to know more about the subject of their death. It was just another death, okay? I die all the time. What makes this one so different, huh? Why are you so fixated on this stupid little death? But I'm not acting differently about this one. How am I acting differently? Defensive. What could I possibly be defensive about? I've told you everything. I did it. I said that I did it. I was the reason that I died. Why I did it? You want the honest truth? I did it because I needed to see you again. It's been, 20 years now, maybe more? And I know that I always say that a handful of years can pass by in only a blink, but every day passes the same as it did before. A day is 24 hours, and an hour is 60 minutes. A minute is 60 seconds, and I feel like each and every one of those seconds are like a thorn stabbing into me. Every second I think of you, every minute I miss you, every hour I want you. Every day I wish that it will be the day I see you again. All of that for 20 years. And the same with every time before that. Maybe it was all that emotion that made me reckless. I did anything I could think of, everything I could think of, just so I could see you again. But then, being reckless wasn't enough, and I became desperate. Tonight, when I dug that knife into myself, and I jumped into that water, I was desperate. It's been so long since I've seen you, and I couldn't fucking stand it. I had to see you, and I know that I shouldn't have any reason to want to see you. I'm immortal. I should be living as opposing to throwing myself into another death just for the chance to see you again, but I can't help it. I've wanted to be with you ever since I first met you. Do you remember it the first time we met? It was quite the experience, huh? At least it was for me. It's not every day you get murdered for the first time and then proceed to meet a Grim Reaper, which I had previously thought was a mythical entity that I would never actually encounter. A Grim Reaper was also... You also happen to be the most attractive person I've ever met. Well, yes, I did stab you when I first saw you, but can you blame me for that? One second I was dead in an alley behind the local apothecary, the next I was alive, breathing and looking into the eyes of the embodiment of death. Given the circumstances, I think that stabbing first and asking questions later, well, I don't think it was that bad of a decision. I mean, it's not as if I could kill you anyways. Besides, I really did think you were attractive. I just didn't notice it until you pulled the knife out of your neck and handed it back to me. Oh, such a stickler for details, aren't you? I suppose that's why you're one of the best Reapers. You always have the most thorough paperwork. But do you know what my actual very first thought was after you left? My first thought was that I wished that I had died in that moment. I wished to renounce my own immortality so I could die as a mortal should. And all because I wanted a few more moments with you. I hadn't even known of the unliving realm. I just wanted those few seconds with you before I ceased to exist at all. I would have traded everything for it. In all honesty, I still would. I wish I had never accepted this damned immortality, a gift from the gods, they all said. And I was so afraid of death that I agreed. It's hard to imagine that now, isn't it? Me, afraid of death, afraid of you, in a sense. That was so long ago. It's hard to remember. But I can still remember that fear, the mortal desperation to avoid my impending non-existence, my doom. It was ever present, a shadow just creeping up behind me, and I was terrified. So I accepted the challenges and claimed my prize. I don't even remember what the challenge was, but I know that I would have been better off turning away and dying immortal. The only blessing to this damned immortality is that I met you. And hell, most days, I'm not even sure that is a blessing. Because I didn't know you. Then at least, it wouldn't hurt so much that I couldn't be with you. And God's be damned, do I want to be with you. This is all I want. That's everything I could have ever wanted. Fuck the eternal life, the imperishability to time's decay, the near demigod status, fuck all of it. I would have given it all up in an instant if I could have just been with you. Of course I mean it. I mean that very statement more than I mean any other words I've ever said. I want to be with you. It's my first thought when I wake up, the last before I sleep, and a good number of the ones between. Gods, I mean, what brought us here tonight? Do you see now? I want to be with you more than I could ever explain, and you know what both breaks my heart and heals my heart about that fact? I know that you want me to. Perhaps you don't want me as I want you, not yet, but you do want me. Maybe you don't love me as I love you, but I've always been a hopeless romantic. And I was smitten within the second I see you. You are of a more pragmatic mind and sensible heart. I know it's taken you longer to find a love for me, but God's be true, I know you have. It's there. Just in your eyes. When it wasn't there before, I can see it. I can see it in your voice. I can hear it in your heart. You have feelings for me. Are you going to deny that? What? And here I thought you would you would deny that, but I suppose you're right. I mean, there's no point in denying what we both know is true. Just as I said, a practical mind, one that I love so dearly. But you truly love this unruly heart of mine, don't you? You like the way it beats for you, the way it yearns for you. Hearing you say it, I think I've fallen for you all over again. Say it again for me, please. It still sounds so sweet. Oh, and what could be sweeter than hearing you say that you love me? Okay, you're right. That was sweet. Though I think that we should try it again, just so I can be certain. Oh, gods. But I never expected for death to be such an addicting flavor. Please kiss me again, please. What? Is something wrong? What? Do you really have to go so soon? We've only just seen each other again, and I hate to part so soon. Oh, I understand. But may I ask you one last thing? Can I have one last kiss before you go? Oh, my dear Reaper. I swear I'll find a way to die for you yet. I just beg that you come collect my soul once I do, because it will be eternally yours. I love you. Hello everybody, my name is the Man of Culture. If you like this video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, consider donating, as it funds the channel and everything that I do. Remember, all donation links are in the description. Make sure to check out my Patreon, where I'm uploading deliciously spicy content for all of my lovely viewers. Also, make sure to check out our Discord, where we built in a lovely community of great people. Make sure to check out my Twitter, where I try to post on there, but I'm not good at it. And I just want to give a big shout out to our tier 3 Patreon subscriber, Castiel. Thank you for being a loyal supporter. Have a great day. I wish you all the best.